actually streaming. Then we'll figure out who we're going to put on this pre-show match. Let's see, looks like we are in fact live. And you know what? I think we're going to go Diesel on the left side of the screen here. I feel like literally all of these options I've had on my stream before. Guess I'll go Diesel. Shawn Michaels will can work with that. I'll hit this button and do the social media thing, and we'll get this show underway. Hi. Let's see here. Let's see. Probably should have had this written up a little bit earlier than I did. But, you know, how that goes. Here, I have done it. And I don't need this open. Cool. Now I can resume watching wrestling, and who knows, maybe figure out what's going on in this match. That'd be cool. Because you know what? It is a good time for professional wrestling. That Danielson-Suzuki match from Friday night really got me excited about professional wrestling. It also... It's like, man, that was in Miami. That's only like a 4-hour drive. Maybe closer to 5, if I'm being honest. Like, I could have gone to that show. Or, you know, they could have simply waited until All Elite Wrestling came to Orlando the following week. That'd have been cool for me personally. But yeah, it's a good time to be excited about wrestling for me as an individual. Like, cool things seem to be happening. And hey, I get to go see a live show for the first time in several years. Because COVID is a bastard. So that'll be cool. And right now, you know, we get to continue to enjoy some professional wrestling content. As after this pre-show match wraps up, we get to watch some Blake's House professional wrestling as Shawn Michaels continuing to take it to Diesel. Oh dear. Where are they going? Oh my God. Back to basics, and here comes tuning up the band Sweet Chin Music cover 2. But it's not enough to put away Diesel, so one more super kick for good measure, too. And just how much more will it take? Big boot from Diesel and sizing Michaels up here. Looks like they were going up top one more time, but Diesel had other plans. Harada now starting his count, 2. And Michaels wanting nothing to do with that, coming immediately right back into the ring. And actually, let's cool out a little bit. After all, don't have to get into the commentator voice just yet. And just as I say that, of course, the commentator's curse kicks in. The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, does put away Diesel. Big Daddy Cool. Just under 12 minutes, and wow, way earlier than our typical 7:30 start time. So we're going to hang out here for just a moment. Let's see here. See, that is the trouble here. Let us see. Because I've got absolutely no idea when they are going to wrap up their match. Now we are kind of just hanging out here. Sometimes that goes really long, like 30 plus in-game minutes. Especially because it's random versus random. You don't really ever know how they're going to play that out, but let's see. Although, I think I'm pretty okay with starting things off here. Giving people a little bit of time to get into Blake's House Arena. But it is once again time for everybody to get on their feet. Make some noise for another episode of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. If you were tuned in last week, you got to see a returning Jason Solarian reaffirming his desire to scratch and claw his way back to the top of that Judgment Professional Wrestling ranking to earn himself a championship opportunity against his former best friend, his former mentor, his former tag team partner, Kurt London. And speaking of returns, it has been quite a while since we have seen Kurt London in a wrestling ring, and we are looking to rectify exactly that this week. Kurt London teaming up with Robert Walsh and John Newton, going to be going head-to-head with the team of the Worzallas and Tyler. And this matchup extraordinarily interesting as Kurt London, the Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion, Christopher Worzalla, the Knicks Wrestling Organization Deathmatch Champion. We're going to get a bit of a special treat as we see two heavyweight champions collide inside the squared circle. But that is not all we saw last week. Of course, Nick Vadala making some major statements of his own, winning that Charlene Memorial Battle Royal during Blake's House 100 and keeping that momentum with him. Able to pick up a victory over Jamel Olivia Holloway at ringside. Going to try to continue to build on that winning streak as he is very interested in taking another Blake's House Wrestling Championship back to Nick's Wrestling Organization, and he's going to get another shot at that. On this moment here. And another shot at one of the members of that Dark Hour unit, Blake Cabus. A man that seems to be 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that organization, but has an opportunity to redeem his stablemates in a contest this evening. Of course, the big story last week, that landmine death match, Zero Lopez, David Clement, going one-on-one in that blossoming hardcore division. Zero Lopez has a bit of a winning streak of his own, and wouldn't you know it, powers that be at Nick's Wrestling Organization very interested in squashing that. They want that Nick's Wrestling Organization Deathmatch Championship back for themselves. And Zero Lopez is going to be going head-to-head with Matthew Knapp this evening in an attempt to cool off the extraordinarily hot competitor that night. But, you know, we have got a lot for you this evening. The tag team division is in total chaos right now. Of course, you can see the opening match on tonight's program. We've got Yuri the Wildcat going toe-to-toe with Dougal. And really, if we're going to draw some connections between last week's program and this week's program, Dick Boss clearly agitated that he was left off that Blake's House 100 show. Unable to pick up the victory last week as Steve Kowalski of Team Daytona just going to war with him, but ultimately able to become victorious. Well, we have got a striker versus striker contest tonight as the mad kickboxer Dougal takes on the Wildcat that is Yuri in our opening contest of the evening. Of course, tonight's main event, so very similar. We want to make sure everybody at home leaves Blake's House Professional Wrestling happy, and that means the Mag.Lo Open Challenge. Once again, 8 competitors will enter an over-the-top rope battle royal for the right to face the People's Champion, former Blake's House Wrestling Champion, Mag.Lo, in the main event. Of course, that is not all we've got for this evening, but let's go ahead and get into our opening contest, because that match is starting right now. Dougal, the mad kickboxer, walking his way to the ring. Those legs of his positively lethal. And just talking about redemption from last week, right? Dick Boss unable to get it done. For all the pomp and circumstance, for all the sound and fury, unable to pick up a victory. Dougal has an opportunity, but the Wildcat here also coming off a loss last week. You know, as I said, that tag team division in turmoil, unable to best the team of Brandon and Jordan from Team Lake Mary. We'll be seeing Sarah Reese in competition a little bit later this evening, but possibly this is part of an effort to refocus for this team. Try to take on some singles competition. Just figure out exactly what it is in your wrestling style, what it is. Oh my God, colossal wheel kick doesn't quite find its mark, and really, both of these competitors just extraordinarily agile. Of course, Dougal extremely focused. Those elbows, those knees, those shins and feet, positively lethal weapons, but a little bit more versatility coming from the other side of the ring as the Wildcat able to slip out of that mounted position, and Amahistral going for that roll-up attempt, but not quite able to seal the deal there. As both of these competitors, once again, oh my God, devastating series of knee strikes, and Dougal was winding up for something lethal as another series of knee strikes, this time to the head, and here it comes. Oh my God. Say laces right across the face, but Dougal not even wearing boots, and now open hand chop and elbow smash. That is a dangerous position to find yourself in, but guillotine off the top rope. And it looks like the Wildcat has a favor to return. 1 for 1, but kicking the leg out from underneath the leg of the Wildcat. And certainly excellent strategy from the Mad Kickboxer, trying to take away that agility advantage. And neither side really able to gain a significant advantage in this contest. Hold on, arm trapped, and Fujiwara-style armbar across the body, but series of kicks, and again, Dougal just keeping Yuri just shut down here. Oh my God, that palm strike just echoing into the second deck. But Dougal so very well prepared, not going to allow himself to be hit by those big strikes. And he's able to just outmaneuver his opponent, trying to create an opportunity just like that one. As once, twice, 3 times, and here comes one more for good measure. Wildcat once again, Fujiwara-style armbar, just wrenching the arms of Dougal, but Dougal able to slip out of the hold. Oh my God, positively monstrous elbow smash doesn't quite find its mark. And again, looks like Yuri does not want to get into a slugfest with the Mad Kickboxer, and I absolutely cannot blame her. But right now, that is precisely where she is, as a series of elbow smashes collide with the back of the head, unable to protect herself, and just monstrous series of strikes. But here is your receipt, my friend. And spinning into that toe hold, going high risk one more time, and it goes, it goes, it goes. Guillotine off the top, cover. 1, 2, count 2. Dougal looking to deliver punishment here, and that bazooka of a knee strike finding its mark, but the Wildcat right back to her feet. But a backbreaker and a devastating shot. Hold on, no, slipping right back through, and she is not done. A third guillotine off the top rope. But again, that bazooka right into the jaw. That has got to do it. Cover 2, but it's not quite enough. The heart on the Wildcat, positively tremendous. And she's going up top one more time. Another guillotine draped across the throat. Moonsault press 2. But no, that's not enough. Both of these competitors giving everything they've got. But hold on. The Wildcat throwing everything. Just back to back to back against the mad kickboxer. But that wheel kick is positively devastating. But Wildcat answering back with one of her own. Flying head scissors getting her out of harm's way, but again, backbreaker. And Dougal beginning to feel the effects. Your head, your neck just crushed by those leg drops. Hold on. Northern Lights suplex rolling through, cross arm breaker, and that is going to be it. The sustained damage to the neck, leg drop after leg drop after leg drop. Right across the throat. Just taking the wind away from Dougal, creating just a moment where the Wildcat is able to slip in, get that cross arm breaker fully locked in, and that was all it took. And how you doing, GK? Appreciate you dropping in, and certainly very much appreciate 19 months. That is extremely impressive. Even on and off, that's very nearly as long as I have had the ability to be subscribed to. So very much appreciate that, and as always, appreciates anybody that wants to come hang out with us while we're putting on a professional wrestling show. But yeah, I'd say let's keep this show going here, as JBIII fighting in a tough defeat to Nick Vadala last week, just looking to right the ship, and you can see JBIII going to be coming to the ring alone tonight. Gonna have to see if that is going to be a factor in tonight's contest, as he takes on the barbecue boss of Buku City, Monty himself, as power meets just extraordinary athleticism. We'll have to find out which one is going to give, because that match, it's right now. And JBIII making his way to the ring, and thing that's so critical here, you can see him coming to the ring under that Blake's House banner. No blue and black colors. Coming to the ring as a single entry. Possibly a little bit of frustration, a little bit of chaos going on in that Dark Hour unit. But right now, JBIII cannot afford to look inward, as the man across from him Certainly a little bit green in the world of professional wrestling, but no less extraordinary is his athletic ability. That Dragon Rana of his can pin you in a flash. But right now, Jamel utilizing that power advantage. It is so very rare Jamel does not have a clear size advantage in his matches, and that is absolutely the case here. You can see Monty getting the upper hand in a test of strength, but Jamel going right back to it, just imposing his will on this contest and on his opponent. A drop toe hold and an arm drag. Again, the technical acumen and the agility of Monty, certainly extraordinary, but hold on. Hsien-Jo bringing in the equalizer for an object in the ring. And Harada issuing a warning, but it looks like Monty just wants to create some space. You saw him just sending Hsien-Jo to the outside twice already. That Japanese-style arm drag, and hold on. Shotgun dropkick square in the face, but Hsien-Jo rolling right through it, right back to his feet. And a pounding blow to the upper back puts Monty right on his, oh my god. Deadlift, gut wrench, suplex, but hold on. Shiranuian rolls right through, cover 2. No, only a count of 1. Hsien-Jo fired into the ropes, but utilizing his size, utilizing that just raw power, blowing right through Monty's offense. And Monty in harm's way here as a crushing lariat just collides with the throat of Monty, and Monty once again fired off the ropes. Big back elbow. And Hsien-Jo, he is not done as he drops all of his weight right into the heart. Oh my god, Inferno kick, but doesn't quite make contact with it. As a belly-to-belly overhead suplex just flattens Monty, but right back to his feet. He is so very difficult to keep down. Just the raw determination of the barbecue boss, just absolutely tremendous. It's big drop kick square in the chest. Goes for a quick cover, 1, but only gets 1. And Hsien-Jo, he has had enough of this match. He has had enough of his opponent. You tell the frustration from that loss last week has not totally subsided. A big chop to the chest. Both men just trying to jockey for position, and Monty just protecting himself, just creating space. On suplex, and hold on, screwdriver drops him right on his head. Hsien-Jo going for the cover too. And that was nearly enough right there. And Monty just struggling to find his footing in this match. Just the overwhelming power of Hsien-Jo is tremendous. And once again, he says this match is over. But hold on just a moment here. Spinning backbreaker. Goes for the capo kick, but Hsien-Jo able to sidestep it and deliver a monstrous lariat of his own. And one more for good measure, but hold on, right back to his feet as a tornado kick collides with the temple of Hsien-Jo. And hold on just a moment here. Oh my god! Moonsault press off the top rope, but no water in the pool as Hsien-Jo just stepping out of the way. Colossal screwdriver. This could be it. 1, 2. No. Just extraordinary grit on display as one more tornado kick will connect. Hold on, Emerald Flosion dropping Monty right on his neck, but a foot on the bottom rope keeps him alive. Japanese-style arm drag one more time. He's getting fired up. And shotgun dropkick buried into the chest of Hsien-Jo. But hold on. Suplex blocked. And one more time. But again, the ring awareness of Monty. This man, just a few months ago, so very green, able to protect himself. And that is just such a major difference maker in why he's been able to contend with Hsien-Jo as effectively as he has over the course of this match, as he goes up one more time. And moonsault press, that could be it if he goes for the cover here, and he will. 1, 2. No. Hsien-Jo looking positively unmovable. And Monty going high risk. And there is that Dragon Rana. This could be it right here. 2. No. What does he have to do? What's left that Hsien-Jo hasn't seen before? Hsien-Jo getting himself fired up as he stands tall all alone in the ring. And Inferno kick will connect. And hold on to someone here. Tree of Woe, and just a clubbing blow, taking out the legs of Hsien-Jo, but hold on to someone here. Powerbomb once, twice, 3 times cover, but again, fingertips on the bottom rope. Monty doing everything he can to protect himself as a cannonball 630 just collides with the chest of Hsien-Jo, and both men just absolutely devastated by this contest. And hold on. Lifted, dropped. Hsien-Jo not electing to go for the cover. He doesn't seem to think it's going to be enough. And the way this match has gone, he might be right. The resiliency of both men on display in a major way as a colossal wheel kick is answered back by a roaring lariat from Hsien-Jo. And again, Inferno kick connects, and Monty, hold on, springboard. Rana goes for the cover, but this time it's Hsien-Jo with some fingertips on the ropes, and Hsien-Jo taking this to the outside, right in front of the commentator's desk. As a screwdriver right onto the floor, that padding only a couple inches thick. Harada's count at 12. Monty making his way back into the ring, but hold on just a moment here. Picture perfect German suplex center of the ring. And Monty taking a page out of Hsien-Jo's playbook. And I would say that Monty has certainly arrived. That green competitor that couldn't quite hack it in that tag team division, could not find a singles victory, showing incredible poise, showing incredible awareness. And when the entirety of his arsenal was exhausted, he found one more hold with that picture-perfect German suplex, and Hsien-Jo again, a tough loss. And as I said, he was probably still thinking about last week going into this match, and that is such a dangerous place to be, because exactly this can happen. And I think we're going to keep this cross-promotional business going as we keep some of these original characters on the show. And honestly, like, it kind of works as a as some early card guys. Like, aside from Dick Boss's hero run, where he was just beating up everybody, it kind of makes sense to keep these guys here, like, give some guys that don't have stuff to do opponents. Not directly as enhancement guys, as Monty has demonstrated, like, hey, there's an interesting story here. But, yeah, they can kind of just, like, be quite literally local talent. Local to my hard drive, as it turns out. As, we have a very interesting matchup coming up next. As we have got really Cinderella extremely similar to the Wildcat. You know, submission-based offense with some strikes and some technical holds mixed in. This is going to be a very familiar opponent for the young hero, but again, as we said, coming into Yuri's contest, Yuri and Sarah struggling in the tag team division, not really able to get that major victory, that statement win that is going to earn them a championship opportunity. Both of them in singles action tonight, trying to refocus, trying to just revitalize and re-energize. But, of course, Cinderella wants this to be her story. Never challenged for a major championship. Certainly had a tag team title opportunity that she and David came up short in on Blake's House 100. In a very similar situation to Sarah, both of these competitors need a win tonight. But of course, as we always say on Blake's House Wrestling, only one competitor gets to have their hand raised at the end of the match. So we will find out exactly who that's going to be right now. Cindy making her way to the ring. Just totally focused on the match in front of her, but Sarah a bit of a wild card. Certainly, you know, she is going to want to use that high-flying springboard offense. She's going to want to use that incredible agility advantage, but really the athleticism allows her to create opportunities. And that is going to be a challenge as Stroke immediately, that full Nelson facebuster, and there it is right there, just outmaneuvering Cindy in the opening moments of the match. The athleticism of the young hero on display, and Cindy going to have to find a way to neutralize that speed advantage, because thus far, Sarah in excellent position, but of course where Sarah has the speed advantage, Cindy often gets to exploit a size mismatch, and that is exactly what she's able to do here. Fired into the corner turnbuckle, but right back out of it. Wants absolutely nothing to do with whatever Sarah's got planned here, and double wrist lock applied. And this time it is the young hero in the corner turnbuckle as 4 monstrous palm strikes collide with the chest. And hold on. Forearm smashes and just one more slap for good measure, but Shiranui, the greatest thing since sliced bread, but again, right back to that facebuster, and both arms trapped. Cindy unable to reach the bottom rope. And certainly not what Cindy was expecting. This is not the matchup that she thought she was going to get. But that is precisely what makes Sarah so dangerous. You know, we like to talk about versatility on this program. Competitors that can come after you from a lot of different angles, and Sarah absolutely is that. As Cindy going back to the forearm smash, as wide swinging left arms just colliding with the face of the Princess of Blake's house, but drop toe hold is going to thwart that momentum for a moment at least. And devastating series of strikes takes her back. And twisting head scissors rolls up, but only gets 2. And hold on, Cindy going high herself, and oh my god, going for that guillotine leg drop, but nobody's home, but Sarah has no such trouble as she goes for the cover too. Only gets 2. Bringing the arm and just dragging the hero down to the mat, but hold on, storybook ending. Is that it for the young hero story? Cover 2. Only gets 2. Headlock takeover applied, but hold on. Cindy fired to the outside, and Sarah taking a rare moment to breathe. And just the quickness, so easy to underestimate. Costing Cindy an opportunity there, but again, right back to that double wrist lock. Picture perfect flying head scissors, and the young hero very excited about her prospects in this match and making sure everybody knows it as a tornado kick drills Cinderella right in the forehead. A leaping elbow smash, but hold on. Sunset flip powerbomb rolling through, but those long limbs of the Princess of Blake's house reaching out and grabbing that bottom rope. And this match will continue. Hold on. What a reversal. Northern Lights suplex counter to that reverse DDT. And a devastating wheel kick center of the ring puts Sarah right back on top. But again, forearm smash, and oh my god, another wheel kick, but Cindy scrambling to her feet, just dropping a bomb of an elbow. And beginning to target the legs of the young hero. Hold on just a moment here. Again, flying head scissors, center of the ring. And picture perfect leaping soul butt square in the chest. But hold on. Triangle Lancer. Too far from the bottom rope. Sarah's going to have to break out of this hold. Is she going to be able to do it? And she is. Just hooking that back leg and a huge hip attack. Getting her back into this contest. Series of strikes one more time. And both competitors just slugging it out. It has become a hockey fight as a super kick drills Cinderella, but no, Enziguri throwback tries to take the head off the shoulders of the young hero. Going for that leaping facebuster, doesn't quite find it. And again, roll up from that head scissors and very nearly picking up a victory right there. Again, leaping soul butt. Shotgun dropkick one more time. Both competitors in such dangerous territory. This match is taking everything from both of them, but one more time, Triangle Lancer applied. This could be it, but no. Sarah refusing to be submitted. And the storybook ending, center of the ring, Fisherman Neckbreaker 2. And even that is not enough to put the hero away. Absolutely devastating Enziguri. And a desperation neckbreaker of her own. And one more time, this has got to be it. 3 count fall. And the agility and versatility of the young hero Sarah Reese able to secure the victory in tonight's contest. I will be honest, I was expecting a little bit more stuff from the top rope, from both of them, quite frankly. But neither of them hit any big moves near the corner. Sarah's finish is a diving Frankensteiner, and one of Cindy's SIGs is the blockbuster, the diving blockbuster. Like, I would like to see one of those two moves. I enjoy looking at those. But sometimes the game will be the game. But let us go ahead and keep the show rolling here, as we have got to figure out exactly who is going to be squaring off with Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. So what I am about to do, I'm going to go ahead and run to the restroom real quick, but longtime viewers knows exactly how this works. It is viewer's choice. If you want to suggest some names that we can put into the Battle Royal, please go ahead and do so. I'll be back momentarily. Returned, and also for anybody that happens to be hanging out with us that wants to be submitting some names, I must apologize. This is in followers only chat. At some point in the next month or two, I might turn that off. That setting was enabled, of course, due to the all the harassment on Twitch. Twitch has done a very small amount of effort into making that less of an issue. Probably not enough, if you ask me. But yeah, let's figure this out here. We'll see Frank Vista. I can absolutely do Frank Vista. That is no trouble at all. You know what? I'm going to go ahead, because she is not booked tonight. Put Olivia in one of these things. And let's see. And let us see here. And we'll put Dark Sheik in here. JBIII is not booked tonight, so we can absolutely make that happen as well if you are interested. Also, out of curiosity, you see any of the AEW stuff from this past weekend? All I got to see was the YouTube stuff, but I got exactly what I wanted out of the YouTube stuff. And quite frankly, I was saying it in the pre-show match, it's like, Miami's not that far of a drive. I should have simply gone to Miami. But, you know, hindsight and all that. Yeah, it was actually my first time watching, like, Bryan Danielson as the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, because I didn't really follow his indie career before he got signed to WWE. So that was pretty cool to see, and Suzuki is, like, genuinely one of my favorite wrestlers. Real bucket list wrestler for me, as somebody that I very badly want to see live before he retires. So, that was fantastic. And also cool seeing Lee Moriarty on that show. Somebody that, like, has been, like, has had a ton of buzz, like, on the indies in the last year or two. Like, getting a spot at a major promotion. Could always put Suzuki in the Battle Royal. That is true. There is no rule that says I can't. It is quite literally my show. Which is the cool thing about that. I think he was in the last one. But again, yeah, there is no rule that says I cannot put him in twice. And while we're doing that, putting in guys that I like, let me see. I need to get a AEW Eddie Kingston, because I think I just have the Chikara Eddie Kingston. Yeah, that is in fact the case. Which is fine. I do like the Misawa gear. That is always very cool. And I'll put in one more guy that I like, and then we can figure out who that last spot's going to go to. Actually, we're going to go back to All Elite Wrestling. Let's see. And grab the Hangman Adam Page. Lance. Do I have Archer? I swear you've asked this once before, and then I did not get Lance Archer, because this is how I run this show. So I will have to do that after this program. For real this time. Plus a couple other AEW guys, because like this, I think of all the rosters I want to keep like semi-current, it's probably All Elite, because that's the show that I'm actually going to be watching with any kind of consistency. Oh, for sure. Although, like, there is a, like, really nice thing about that is, like, you have a lot of options if you don't want WWE-styled content. Even, like, strictly, like, AEW and New Japan. But, like, hey, MLW is viable. Like, NWA has stuff. Like, certainly not to the scale. I mean, shit, there's Impact, too, for that matter. Like, we live in a really good time to be a professional wrestling fan if you, like, actually sit down and think about it. Which is really great. See, Jeff Cobb, I can absolutely make that happen. Let's see. Very much okay with big dudes that just kind of throw people around. Be a fun matchup for Frank Vista if they end up squaring up in this contest, because right now we have got 8 competitors. Only one of them will go on to face Mag.Lo in tonight's Open Challenge. So let's go ahead and get into that match right now. And right now, the opening moments of this match, absolute chaos. I think a very interesting thing to keep in mind here, all 8 of these individuals now down to 7, as Olivia, with that early elimination from JBIII, I was about to say every single one of these competitors is a Battle Royal veteran. JBIII, I believe, with the most wins out of any individual in this ring, and showcasing exactly why with that early elimination, as Eddie Kingston testing the limits of that Kings Road style against Minoru Suzuki. And if there is anyone in this match that will test his fighting spirit, push it to the limit, it is the Murder Grandpa himself, and that is exactly what's going on here. But hold on, Jeff Cobb changing dance partners for a moment, cutting in, and hold on, the Hangman, Adam Page, also going for a pile driver. Kingston blocks it, and Suzuki and Vista, just such a spectacular matchup, as the technical ability of both of these individuals absolutely extraordinary, as Dark Sheik connects with that Enziguri, but a wide swinging left hand stuns Sheik, and now going toe to toe with the Hangman. Hold on, suplex, but Vista able to hang on to the top rope. Kingston was not. We have 2 eliminations in the opening moments of this match. Less than 5 minutes in, and hold on, we could have one more, as Cobb sending Suzuki over the top rope. Hold on, double underhook. Suplex will connect, and hold on, mount tackle applied, but that wrist lock applied. Kimura hold to escape the pressure. Vista has to give up the mount. And right now, Cobb testing JB3, but JB3 getting the upper hand as pulling a foreign object seemingly out of nowhere. And Dark Sheik, no stranger to wearing that crimson mask. But, oh my god, colossal jawbreaker will connect as a backdrop and neckbreaker combination flattens the sweet Muslim girl. As a fall-away slam dumps Dark Sheik to the mat. And one more jawbreaker for the road. And oh my god, Paige absolutely devastated here. As Vista just adding injury to insult. Series of blows to the back of the head. Paige going for it all. Doesn't quite find his mark, but right there, just planting Sheik onto the mat. Goes for the cover and very nearly gets the elimination right there. Float over by Paige, but Jeff Cobb, just amazing display of power with that delayed brainbuster. And JB3 showing something off here as he demonstrates that absolutely devastating hold, but somehow, some way, the Hangman Adam Page able to hang on in this match as Jeff Cobb sending Vista to the locker room. And down to our final four, Sheik, Cobb, Hangman, and JB3 as the Hangman Adam Page dropped on his head one more time. As JB3 one more time locking that hold in, center of the ring, but a blow to the back of the head slows him down, but only for a moment. And again, JB3 just utilizing the entirety of the referee's count. Hold on just a moment here. Just devastating drop. JB3 could be out here. No, very nearly unable to escape, but hold on. Sheik now, count of two as Page reaching for the ropes. The trouble with being the Hangman, you have got a lot to hold on to. As Adam Page making his way to the back, forearm smash to the back of the head. And going for that pinfall elimination, but unable to seal the deal as JB3 looking to just create an opportunity where he can get a cheeky elimination. Hold on. Rolling German suplexes once, twice, goes to the bridge. 2, 3, count, fall. We are down to our final two. Dark Sheik and the boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling himself, JB3. JB3, the man with the most wins in the Open Challenge Battle Royal, and he could be padding that stat one more time right here as he connects with the loophole. 3, count, fall. He does. I think there's like two factors. Is one, his like chicken shit AI means that he is not not involved in a lot of the physicality until the later phases of the match, and that's chicken shit like complimentary, to be clear. Um, and also, like, some of the holds that he puts on, like the testicular claw, does so much spirit damage. That's like a big factor as well. But also, to be clear, this is the beauty of wrestling statistics, is the statistics can also be a work. I have no idea if he's got the most Battle Royal wins. I'm pretty sure he does. But if I say it confidently enough, then he just simply does. It's like the attendance numbers at any wrestling show WWE has ever put on. I was pulling for Sheik, though. Like, she is another one of those wrestlers that... Man, I really need to watch her match with Nick Gage. Because I have not seen... I have not seen the match, but there's a GIF from that match that is just so fucking iconic. It is just burned into my mind. Sheik with just a crimson mask all the way down her face. Somebody in the crowd just reaches out and offers her a blunt. She takes it, takes a hit off of it, and pumps her fist. And I'm like, yeah, all right, this is good, actually. But I would also like to watch the wrestling match. Nick Gage seems pretty rad. Also. Actually, it's fucked up, now that I'm thinking about it. It's like... Yo, I don't even get to fucking go over, on my fucking 1-year HRT anniversary. That seems fucked up. Really should talk to the booker about this one. Because that's this week, and that's really fucking rad. Tuesday, to be specific. Let us see here. You know, I think I'm gonna have to. You know, whoever's got the pencil is really short-sighted, I think. But let me grab a sip of water as I start to queue up the next match. And make sure it's not elimination tag, because sometimes I forget to turn that off. I've been pretty good about that for the last few months, but every once in a while that sneaks by. But yeah, coming up next, as I mentioned at the top of the show, the tag team division, it is in absolute chaos right now. And some of the best Blake's House tag teams very much looking for a championship opportunity, but really what cannot be ignored, teams like the Goodwin brothers, the Sinners, that crop of Nick's Wrestling Organization tag teams, that stable produces just such effective tag team wrestling that if anybody is going to be challenging for those belts, Nick Vadala wants one of his teams to be doing it to keep those championships within his wrestling stable. But, of course, as I said, there is no clear #1 contender. The Goodwin brothers going to have to fight their way to the top, just as anyone else is. And Antonio and Kowalski of Team Daytona have a lot of momentum on their side in recent weeks. looking to extend that momentum further by taking on truly decorated tag team competitors in the Goodwin brothers. So let us not waste any more time as we get into that match right now. Antonio and Kowalski. Certainly the regular combination of Antonio and Drew, but really this team very dangerous in any configuration. As we add just more agility, more athleticism to Antonio's already very versatile kit. We're going to see the striking ability of Steve Kowalski on display, but right now, Billy Goodwin, the legal man for this team, taking on Antonio. And able to get the leverage advantage on Antonio as both men just trying to jockey for position. You don't want to overextend, don't want to make a major mistake. Particularly against a team like the Goodwin brothers. They're so effective at making you pay for the smallest error. And going for a quick cover early and trying to test that theory in the opening moments of this match. But Antonio was prepared for that flash roll-up, but flying head scissors and one more cover attempt. No, not even a count of one. But that has woken Antonio up. Going to go back to his own corner, trying to bring in a fresh Kowalski. As Bobby Goodwin, now the legal man, somebody that just wants to pick his opponents apart. Lift and drop, but Kowalski right back to his feet and an answer back with a big DDT. Lift and drop, back to basics with the body slam. Throat thrust and a huge roundhouse kick. Kowalski starting to gather a little bit of momentum, but that typical strategy of Bobby Goodwin, like I said, he wants to pick his opponents apart, go for those submission holds, wear down a body part, just make his opponents less effective, set his brother up for that explosive offense. And it looks like that is exactly what he's attempting to do here. But right now, the agility, the athleticism of Kowalski and Antonio getting the better of him. But the house of fire that is Billy Goodwin, just truly extraordinary as he takes on both members of Team Daytona, clearing out the ring, if only for a moment, but Kowalski right back on the attack. Dragon screw leg whip. And one more time for good measure. Again, just targeting the legs of the athletic opponent, but low roundhouse, taking the legs out of the legs of the Goodwins. Going for that leaping facebuster, nobody's home. And picture perfect arm drag as Kowalski trying to keep this fight on his own corner of the ring, and that's so very important when you're fighting against a team like this. The space advantage is crucial as Kowalski darting back into his own corner. And series of strikes. Antonio going high risk and rolling guillotine off the top. Bobby Goodwin in harm's way as Antonio goes for the cover. 2. But Billy making the save at a critical moment. Both men fighting for that positional advantage in the corner. Flipping through. sunset flip power bomb. Antonio is on fire, but only gets a count of 1. Just that gas tank from hell of Billy Goodwin on display here, as he has got a lot more left to go. Big double drop kick from Team Daytona. And Kowalski trying to figure out how he wants to attack further. And big roundhouse kick just bashing in the ear. And hold on, lift and drop. Back to basics one more time with the body slam. And colossal kick, just taking the head off the shoulders of Kowalski. But hold on just a moment here. Izuna drop, crushing the neck of Billy Goodwin. If he goes for the cover here, this could be it. No, doesn't seem to think so. Jumping knee drop. Goes for the tornado kick. Nobody's home. And a possible miscue as he has allowed Billy Goodwin back to his own corner. Get a fresh man in the ring. But Billy Goodwin having a hard time on the apron. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Only gets 2. And Kowalski just looking positively unstoppable. And double armbar applied. And huge lariat, and one more time just continuing to target the arms, target the shoulders of Kowalski. Lift and drop again. And the Goodwin brothers starting to get fired up here. Float over DDT. And Kowalski getting farther and farther from his own corner, but both men looks like they want to change a pace. Get a fresh competitor into this match as a flapjack and cutter combination right into that pinning predicament. Cover 2, but only gets 2. Moonsault press, cover 1, but only 1. Antonio just firing up here, but Billy Goodwin just doing everything he can to extinguish the flame. Just boot to the side of the head, and Billy Goodwin just on a tear in this moment. One more cover, 1, but only gets 1. It's a Watakagame, that Fujiwara-style armbar applied to Bobby Goodwin. Just crushing DDT, and the teamwork of the Goodwin brothers on full display. But a low roundhouse bails Antonio out. Series of strikes, and Mag.Lo Harada issuing a warning. But hold on, Izuna drop one more time, center of the ring, goes for the cover, 2. And Billy Goodwin able to make the save here. And TKO, that fireman's carry cutter. Both men down. Kowalski fighting his way back to his feet. And a little bit of a stutter step gets Bobby Goodwin out of trouble, as a Pele kick just stuns Billy Goodwin. Leaping facebuster connects, but Kowalski fighting his way back to his feet first. Water wheel drop in the center, and Kowalski getting himself fired up as a monstrous shotgun drop kick pounds the back of the head. Lift and drop. But your opponent is Antonio, as he slowly makes his way across the ring. And hold on a second, drop toe hold. And oh my God, 619 through the ropes. But hold on, reversal of fortune here. And another big cutter from Bobby Goodwin as a crushing lariat flattens Antonio. Antonio trying to find an answer here. The resiliency of the Goodwins positively extraordinary as both arms trapped, suplex connecting. But hold on, rolls through, cover, 2. Not quite enough. And again, picture-perfect teamwork from one of the most decorated teams in Blake's House Wrestling history. High and low, unblockable connects. And now kicks to the ribs, answered back with big left hands, but a wheel kick will shut him down. No, a headbutt is your answer back. And Bobby Goodwin, he wants to stay on Kowalski. As Destino will connect, and that is his cue, trying to get back into his own corner, trying to get a fresh Goodwin into this match. Big arm dragon, Kowalski trying to get amped up here, trying to get himself fired up, trying to get his fans fired up. The drop toe hold gets him out of trouble. And ringing the arm, both men down, but Billy Goodwin to his feet first. Again, continuing to attack the arms, continuing to attack the shoulder. And this could be it right here. No, Kowalski scrambling back to his feet, rushing back to his own corner. He knows just how dangerous the situation he was in. And Antonio trying to find an answer here, but big moonsault press cover, but only gets one. Izuna drop one more time. And both men just, the duration of this match taking its toll. Hold on, arms trapped. And Brain Buster will connect. This could be it for Antonio. No, not electing to go for the cover. Ripcord and Lariato crushing the throat. One more time, Lariato! And the punishment being inflicted by Bobby Goodwin. Nothing short of tremendous, but hold on. Arms tied up, neck tied up. But no submission. And again, Izuna drop crushing Billy Goodwin. Ripcord Lariato. And it is chaos in the ring. Neither team able to get that sure killing blow. And oh my god, positively devastating shotgun dropkick. And a tornado kick for good measure. And neither man able to make contact with their big hold. Hold on. Billy Goodwin just trying to outmaneuver Kowalski here. As Dragon Sleeper applied, and that is going to be it. And just Kowalski too worn down, too beaten up to escape that Dragon Sleeper, and that was going to be it. But, still got a few matches left on tonight's program, so let's go ahead and keep this show rolling here. Actually, I should have left that on Nick's stable, now that I'm thinking about it, because Nick is actually just going to be wrestling. As Nick on a bit of a winning streak. That Charlene Memorial Battle Royal, just a major victory for him, putting him in the front of everyone's mind as a real threat. Very much looking forward, or looking for a championship opportunity, an opportunity to bring more gold into that Nick's Wrestling Organization stable. Blake really in a different position entirely. Blake, much like Jamel, 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that Dark Hour unit. And much like Jamel this evening, going it alone against the boss of Nick's Wrestling Organization. We're going to have to see if he's going to be able to take on Nick Vadala tonight, because that match is right now. And the man with the arrogant swagger making his way to the ring. The money man himself, Blake Cabus. Getting himself fired up, but Nick Vadala, certainly an interesting individual. A man that broke away from Blake's house, started his own stable, and has seemed to have made it his mission for his wrestling organization to take belts away from Blake's house, from Judgment Professional Wrestling, and has been quite successful at that in recent memory. Although Christopher Worzallas picking up a big win for Team Blake's house, besting Brad Chad in that landmine death match. But right now, this is not a conversation of interstable warfare. There are two warriors in the ring right now. Nick Vadala, strong wrestling background. Blake, more of a striker. We are going to see the tale as old as time. But right now, Blake looking to inflict punishment any way he can as he steps in and enziguri. And putting those elbows, putting those knees to good use, but Nick able to outmaneuver Blake, at least for the moment. And hold on, Kamigoye crushing the jaw of Blake, but Nick just pouncing whenever he's got an opportunity. And hold on, rolling through, backslide cover. And Nick so very tricky, so very slippery. This is part of what makes him so dangerous in the ring. He has a lot of ways he can secure a victory, pinfall or submission, but right now Blake looking to slow all of that down. Big hip throw. And rolls right through, goes back on the attack here, just trying to test Blake. Because at some point, Nick will come up with a question that Blake does not have an answer to. At least that is his strategy here in this match. But Blake going right back to basics, delivering those devastating strikes, but leapfrog and bulldog from Vadala. And Dragon Screw leg whip just continuing to pick Blake apart any way that he can. DDT flattening Vadala, and Blake just going for it all, trying to take the legs out of the legs of Vadala, and hold on, big spinning backbreaker. And again, continuing to target the legs of Vadala as he is trapped in that figure 4 hold. Big European uppercut, answered back with a chop across the chest. And again, just right back to that just crossface chicken wing, trying to slow Nick down because Nick has been so very dangerous, and goes right back to the backslide cover, but only gets 1. Arms trapped and suplex over the top, and again right back to testing him with those roll-ups. Knee to the gut and a Kamigoye to follow up, and deadlift, German suplex, but Blake taking his legs out from under his legs, cover 2, and only gets 2. And Blake just fighting for his life, grasping at any hold that he can get in this moment as he just tries to torture the shoulder of Vadala, but Vadala finding his answer, giant swing, launching Blake towards that blue Gatorade turnbuckle. And Blake just getting a moment to breathe on the outside. Or as he sends Vadala to the outside, excuse me, and hold on, lung blower crushing the chest of Vadala. And a bit of a cocky cover. He thinks if he applied more leverage, he may have been able to secure the victory. But Blake utilizing some unorthodox style, but this is creating opportunities for him. Sambo suplex will connect, and that is going to close the door right back up in Nick Vadala's favor. Goes for a cover 2, but only gets 2. And hold on, we are in very dangerous territory here as he drops Blake right onto that turnbuckle pad, fires him into the opposite corner. And Chaos Theory out of the orange Gatorade corner, cover 2, 3, count, fall. And Nick Vadala looking just unstoppable in that match with Blake. A man on a mission to acquire Blake's house gold. But on the subject of gold and Blake's house for that matter, it is time for the King of Fighters Trios Championship. And that truly dominant stable of recent months, Team Lake Mary stepping up to challenge one of the most fearsome trios teams that Blake's House Wrestling has seen in the 2.5 years we've been running. JJ Mondo and the Pearlman brothers looking just truly unbeatable. But Team Lake Mary sending Josh Kaiser, Brandon, and Jordan. Jordan picking up a major victory last week and looking to roll that tag team success into the trios division. But again, JJ Mondo, Josh Pearlman, Ryan Pearlman of the Pearlman brothers Just so very effective as a unit, and they were able to showcase that last week against the team of the best friends. So certainly this team, as slightly uncoordinated as they are, as JJ not used to being in that tag team picture, just proving their ability to take on team after team after team. And we will have to see if that trend continues, because that match is right now. Team Lake Mary making their way to the ring. Once upon a time, just the most dominant force in Blake's House professional wrestling. It's Josh Kaiser, the Blake's House wrestling champion, and Jordan, Brandon, Ramon, just truly forces of nature, but really, you cannot afford to discount just how spectacular the Pearlman brothers are as a duo. JJ Mondo, the first ever Judgment Professional Wrestling champion. This team is extraordinary, and they have proven it week in, week out. So we have got ourselves a Clash of the Titans as... oh my god, Blue Thunder Bomb in the opening moments of this match. Josh is coming for this team's neck. Suplex blocked, and Josh now sent to the outside. As JJ getting a little bit of revenge for that Blue Thunder Bomb. It's Josh Pearlman, the legal man, and right now Jordan coming in for Team Lake Mary. Now here comes the enigmatic striker, but certainly very effective when he is able to grab a hold. That bear hug of his, positively legendary. But Josh Pearlman just not letting that happen. Applying a half crab of his own, but Jordan able to slip out and bringing Brandon into this match. STO and sweep combination as back of the head colliding with that bottom turnbuckle pad. And truly a mismatch of styles. It is going to be very difficult for this Judgment Pro Wrestling team to become comfortable. Brandon, a truly elite brawler. But hold on. Ryan Pearlman able to just stand tall in that test of strength. So Brandon returning back to basics. But just when you've got Brandon figured out, he goes back to his own corner. And Josh just, his sole goal is to frustrate. His sole goal is to just force you to overextend, and he is so very good at it. He creates mistakes, creates opportunities. And that is a big part in why he is a two-time heavyweight champion. As he goes for the cover, one, but only gets one. Ryan Pearlman just showcasing that he has got plenty more. Hold on. Split-legged moonsault, goes for the cover, but only gets one himself. And chaos in the orange Gatorade corner, as right now Brandon squaring off with JJ Mondo. And it is just two real tough guys going toe-to-toe inside a 20 by 20. And left hands, right hands, with those metal arms getting the upper hand for the moment. As both arms trapped, but Brandon able to just power out of the hold on a force of will alone. And Brandon, a series of strikes, just able to escape that 2-on-1 situation as a 7-4 hold face lock is applied. And the submission specialization of Jordan, you cannot afford to overlook. Big leaping knee drop, and JJ back in the ring. Frequent tags from the Pearlman brothers, and this is a big factor in their tag team strategy. Want to make sure that whoever their opponent is standing across from, it is somebody with just feeling totally fresh, feeling totally prepared. And Brandon coming in to save his friend in a major way here. But JJ having absolutely none of it. Series of boots to the back of the head, and Brandon just delivering incredible punishment and a colossal elbow drop. That's going to clear out that orange Gatorade apron. And JJ just standing tall, but you can tell that's taken a lot out of him. So he goes back to his own corner, brings Ryan Pearlman back into this contest, and JJ certainly getting a feel for this Pearlman Brothers tag team strategy. High and low, Pearlman in the unblockable, and that patented spinning toe hold applied. Ryan Pearlman in very dangerous waters here. Big overhand chop and firing Kaiser back into that orange Gatorade corner. And vicious series of chops will connect. And going for the cover, trying to get an early elimination here, but only gets 2. And the Pearlman brothers just in such incredible sync here. Just building off one another's attacks, building off one another's offense and defense. And again, just trying to keep this match in their side of the ring. Ooh, big back fist attempted, but nobody home. And Michinoku driver cover, but only gets 1. Series of strikes. As a big DDT just plants Josh Pearlman. And again, Brandon just delivering incredible punishment. Possibly going for an elimination right here as he drops an elbow cover. 2. But not quite enough. Diving elbow, but I think Josh Pearlman might have tipped that top rope. And this is creating a major opportunity for the Pearlman brothers. Hold on, back switch and crossface chicken wing locked in. Flying head scissors, Pearlman bringing this back into his own corner, bringing his back into that JPW side of the ring. And Ryan Pearlman just protecting himself even in those 2-on-1 odds, but standing C4, and this could be it right here. Kaiser seems to think that it is. High and low, the unblockable will connect. And one more time for good measure. But Pearlman has had enough. Able to escape the pressure, but struggling to get back into his own corner, and that headlock takeover will be enough to send Pearlman to the back. And it is so very rare. This Judgment Professional Wrestling unit is at a man disadvantage. A suplex is thwarted by Kaiser. Kaiser back to his own corner. And here comes a fresh Jordan back switch. Rolling through, goes for the cover. 1, 2. But only gets 2. Big Russian leg sweep, creating an opportunity as a colossal double axe handle flattens Jordan, and a metallic back fist to the back of the head. Jordan unable to protect himself. And a colossal knee strike of his own, creating opportunity for Brandon. High and low, unblockable will connect. Team Lake Mary looking like they are in complete control. Diving elbow, but a foot on the bottom rope will get this team out of harm's way as JJ answers back with one of his own. 1-2 punch will connect. Huge diving elbow, and Pearlman this time able to adjust. As I said, this team starting to work together much more effectively as the weeks go on. But oh my God, slipping that chop with that huge back fist. And the punishment of Brandon just truly immense. As a huge double stomp, just crushing the chest. Going for the cover one more time. 1, 2, and JJ able to make the save at a critical moment, and a falling fist creating an opportunity for this team. Absolutely monstrous Liger bomb, but Kaiser finding an answer back of his own. Leaping tornado DDT, diving nearly 10 feet. As he's got that hold locked in, but Josh Pearlman able to make the save in a critical fashion as both arms trapped. Suplex 2, but only gets 2. Jordan saving the day for Team Lake Mary. And JJ Mondo trying to get himself amped up, trying to get his team amped up. As a devastating bulldog plants Kaiser. And a flapjack and cutter combination will connect. Jordan, hold on, twisting cutter plants him. And Kaiser just creating an opportunity as Pearlman unable to protect himself from that poison mist. And things are getting bad to worse for this JPW team. But despite the mist in his eyes, able to just evade that 2-on-1 situation. Big flying head scissors sending him back into that orange Gatorade side of the ring. DDT flattens Pearlman, but the legal man is Mondo. And just crushing lariat, but still not enough. Pearlman making a major save and another twisting cutter. Bodies laying out around the ring. Flashing elbow into the heart of JJ, but oh my God, amazing display of power with that stalling suplex. But an answer back, belly to belly overhead, just launching Brandon back into the corner. And a delayed brainbuster of his own. Crushing lariat, JJ trying to get himself fired up. Took his eyes off Brandon for a moment, and that is all you need to create an opportunity for the opposition. Monkey flip into the center. And there are daggers in Josh's smile there, going for that handshake. And oh my God, Frankensteiner off the top. Josh Pearlman looking to put him away with the Fero Spear. Cover. 2, 3, count, fall. Fireman's carry buster, but the legal man is Pearlman. Devastating series of shots, but a jawbreaker will shut that down. Goes for the cover, but foot on the bottom rope. Going to protect Brandon, at least for the moment, as we are back to an even 2-on-2. Brandon having enough of JJ, but JJ not quite having enough of this match, but Brandon again pummeling series of wild shots. That could be it right there. Finish. Goes for the elbow drop cover. 2, 3 count, fall. We are down to the last man, the sole survivor of Team Judgment Professional Wrestling is going to be Josh Pearlman. And Jordan getting himself fired up. And nerve hold applied as he just tears at the shoulder. And Jordan able to pick up that final submission elimination for Team Lake Mary. And once again, there is gold around the waist of one of the greatest stables in Blake's House Wrestling history. It would be cool if there was a way to have titles defended under Freebird rules, because there are at least 4 guys in that stable. Also, man, I have booked another 6-man tag for later tonight. Fortunately, it's not elimination, so, like, won't be quite as mean on my voice. Those are always tough. But, hey, let's keep this thing going here, as we have got... see. Zero Lopez going to be taking on Matthew Knapp. Zero Lopez just piling up win after win. Again, this hardcore division didn't really exist in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Not until Worzallas was able to wrestle away that Knicks Wrestling Organization Deathmatch Championship from Brad Chad, and suddenly a great deal of interest has sparked up. Zero Lopez at the front of the line, it would seem. But Nick Vadala calling on Matthew Knapp, trying to just cool off Zero's momentum. He wants a Knicks Wrestling Organization wrestler contending for that Deathmatch Championship by any means necessary, as Knapp and Zero Lopez go toe-to-toe in tonight's contest, because that match is right now. And Zero Lopez making his way to the ring, the two-time mystery champion. Getting himself fired up here. And then there was Matthew Knapp, a man who's, it's not entirely clear where his allegiances lie. Of course, defected to Knicks Wrestling Organization, but his relationship to Nick Vadala, certainly a strained one. Vadala often calling on Knapp as an enforcer. Vadala occasionally giving Knapp some significant opportunities, but hold on, Knapp mount tackle. This is going to be a very interesting contest. Both of these competitors can wrestle, but Knapp can also do that. And I think that is precisely why Nick Vadala was interested in bringing Matthew Knapp into Challenge Zero. Zero trying to make a name for himself in the hardcore space, but Matthew Knapp, that truly wild, unorthodox style, going to be a major test for Zero Lopez. But hold on just a moment here. Bow and arrow hold applied. Looks like Zero wants to wrestle with Knapp. It's certainly a tall order, despite how peculiar his fighting style is. He is a trained Olympic-style wrestler and can just work you to the mat just as effectively as anybody here in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Big gut-wrench style suplex. And lift and drop, and Knapp showing exactly that. And Zero just utilizing incredible strategy, pinning Knapp to the ropes, creating an opportunity for that soul butt kick. And oh my god, positively lethal knee strike, but Knapp not wasting a moment. Just total fluidity in his motion, transitioning right into that wrist lock. Back switch and full Nelson facebuster. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Only gets 2. And Zero just, hold on, we are going into dangerous territory here. Oh my god! Spanish fly off the top. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Zero just demonstrating exactly how badly he wants this championship opportunity. That Spanish fly absolutely devastating, but somehow, some way, Matthew Knapp still on his feet, but Destino will connect. And now heavy left and right hands being exchanged. And Zero going high risk and big diving elbow, but Knapp reaching out to that bottom rope and reaching out to the tights of Zero Lopez. Zero sending Knapp to the outside, just taking a moment for himself to breathe, and Knapp doing the same, but getting a little bit extracurricular here, bringing that steel chair into the ring. Machine gun-like series of chops. Going for that mount position, but Zero able to reverse. And both men just putting on a wrestling clinic. And as I said, Zero wants to wrestle with Knapp, but that is so very dangerous because Knapp can do exactly that. Oh my god, 450 off the top. Back switch, picture perfect German suplex too, but only gets 2. Mount one more time. And it looks like Knapp has had enough with wrestling as he just brutalizes Lopez. Hold on to someone here. Puerto Rican Destroyer, center of the ring. This has got to be it. Cover 2. Oh my god. Huge super kick will connect. Back switch. And half suplex. Matthew Knapp pulling out every available stop. And then right back to it. That vice-like grip applied, that dick-based offense from Matthew Knapp, but Zero right back to his feet. Enziguri throwback. And pushing Knapp into that corner. And Knapp trying to get that positional advantage for himself. And another blistering series of chops. Knapp struggling to find a way to put Zero away, but Zero just as stumped as Knapp is. They've given everything they've got. Hold on, mount reversed. And Zero submitting Matthew Knapp to punches. Zero Lopez able to weather the storm. That is Matthew Knapp. And picking up the victory and extending that winning streak in his quest for a championship opportunity. As an aside, I absolutely love it when two people that have like the MMA transitions fight each other, because they are just like doing chain wrestling and like jockeying for position on the mat. It is so cool to look at. Big fan of that. So we've got just 2 more matches for y'all tonight, folks, but I'm going to step out to use the restroom really quick because we are about to get into a 6-man tag, and my voice could use just a moment of rest, so I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and as I said, we've just got a couple matches left for y'all this evening, folks. So let us go ahead and cue one of those matches up right now. The return of Judgment Professional Wrestling Champion, Flaming Kurt London. And they're going to be going head-to-head with the Worzallas and Tyler Donaldson. A trios team that have certainly been on and off just so extraordinarily effective and so extraordinarily cold, but Worzallas just making a statement with that Knicks Wrestling Organization Deathmatch Championship victory. We're going to get an opportunity tonight to see champion versus champion. And that would be a big enough story in and of itself, but Kurt London has been on hiatus for over 2 months. This is a name so very well respected in the Blake's House locker room, so beloved in Blake's House Arena, that fans are excited to see one of their heroes back in the ring. So let's not waste any more of your time and get to this match right now. Kurt London making the fans wait just a little bit longer. And the crowd already getting fired up. As London just once again basking in the lights of Blake's House Arena and all the cheers of the fans at home. But here comes a team looking to turn that light out. So Worzallas and Tyler, all three of these individuals, certainly gifted. Of course, Christopher Worzallas and Christine, husband and wife duo. Tyler, just such an effective technician, but right now it looks like Kurt London's going to be testing Christine. That devastating brawling style going to be matched up with one of the most gifted athletes Blake's House Wrestling has ever seen. Kurt London already putting that to work. Just trying to outmaneuver Christine any way that he can. And Dragon Screw leg whip, trying to take the leg away from Christine's leg, but a monumental headbutt is the answer. They're going for that precision haymaker, doesn't find it. And right now, Kurt London going toe-to-toe with Tyler Donaldson. You got to figure this is a match that Donaldson wants. He wants to test himself against somebody like London. Somebody that I'm sure he admires as a competitor, or at least tremendously respects, but right now that opportunity has passed, as the legal man for that JPW team is John Newton. Just a rough and tumble brawler himself, and it looks like Tyler calling an audible here, bringing in Christopher Worzallas just to match that aggression. Worzallas fired into the ropes and Luthez press, but Worzallas able to escape further harm. He fires him into the ropes, but no. Newton able to escape. Sidestepping the lariat. And a clubbing blow will connect. And one more time, just crushing the back of John Newton. Big left hand, and Newton bringing in Walsh now. And again, those clubbing blows from Worzallas, so tremendously effective. Worzallas just utilizing that size and strength advantage to full effect. But right now, Walsh able to utilize leverage, able to just neutralize that size advantage. But, oh my god, just peppered with strikes from Worzallas and Tyler. And Tyler, the slightly more swift competitor, able to beat Walsh to the punch time and time again. And that's going to be a big difference maker. Thumb to the eyes and low blow. Harada coming in. Doesn't even issue a warning. Prefers to let these competitors fight as he attempts to break his back. Make him humble with that camel clutch. And again, it looks like Worzallas back into this match. And oh my god, going high risk. And a colossal diving elbow from the big man that is Christopher Worzallas. And hold on, going back to his own corner, and one more time. John Newton, the legal man, just trying to punish Worzallas and answering back those clubbing blows with an elbow to the back of the head. And belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Just the strength on display from Worzallas is exceptional. As a huge headbutt will connect. But right now, Newton just doing such a good job separating Worzallas from his own corner. But Worzallas able to utilize that big choke slam, bring Christine back into this match. And once again, we have Brawler squaring off with Brawler. But hold on, only for a moment. As a series of shoulder blocks, slowing Christine down. And slowing down, certainly not language you expect to use around Kurt London, as a devastating spinebuster will flatten Christine, and Christine taking just a moment too long to get to that top turnbuckle. And if you give London any time at all, he will make you pay for it. Going for a big headbutt, doesn't find it. But a colossal hip attack. Hold on, leaping facebuster. Kurt London getting himself fired up. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. Accelerator to the floorboard. Just denying Christine an opportunity to get back to her own corner. Dragon screw leg whip, and once again, two technicians going toe-to-toe, and a dragon screw is answered with a dragon screw. As Tyler going up top, but a foot on the bottom rope ends that pinning attempt. But goes for one more, but no, not even a count of one. As an octopus hold applied, Tyler just trying to wear London down. Again, a victory over that Judgment Pro Wrestling champion would be tremendous. As that flapjack and facebuster combination will connect. Goes for the cover, one, but only gets one. But that is enough to get Christine involved in this match. And it is just chaos in the ring. Hold on, Worzallas going for it all. Patented Worzallas elbow. And Kurt London just showcasing just how extraordinarily gifted he is athletically. Standing moonsault to Worzallas, and hold on just a moment here. Both aprons clearing out. And hold on, Destroyer onto the floor. As Walsh in the ring, just testing the duo that is Tyler and Christine. And I don't know which team got the better end of that exchange. It was just chaos in the ring and outside of it. As a devastating gutbuster was applied here. And 100 hands buried into the chest of Walsh, and that's going to create an opportunity for Tyler. Going high risk with the shotgun dropkick. And ripcord lariato. And that elevated Boston Crab applied. Both teams just taking a moment to breathe. They've both been through so very much over the course of this match. And it looks like Newton has the strategy here. Lays Tyler out with that diving elbow, but doesn't elect to go for the cover. Kick to the gut and Stinger. Newton's Law applied. And leaping pile driver, but only gets a count of one. And one more time. This time, Worzallas getting the upper hand of London, but both Newton and Christine just slugging it out, and this is exactly what you expect out of this matchup. Both of them are brawlers, just as comfortable in a rugby scrum as a wrestling ring. And they are showing exactly that right now as a picture-perfect vertical suplex drops Christine in the center of the ring. She goes back into her own corner. Worzallas going up high and diving elbow drop right through the heart. Back elbow buries it in the chest of Worzallas. Lift and drop, center of the ring. And Worzallas struggling to find his footing here, but just as I say that, a big headbutt will connect and reverse fortune. As a sit-out lariat will connect, and Worzallas, you could tell he's looking for that patented elbow drop. As he delivers a devastating claw chokeslam. And Walsh again reversing his own fortune with that vertical suplex, sending this back into his own corner. And we are going high risk. This is dangerous water that we are in, as a headbutt flattens him, and a falling fist is the follow-up. Worzallas back to his own corner, and so is Walsh. As one more time, we've got Christine and John Newton going toe-to-toe. And Christine, it's a long way to go. Over 15 feet. Just diving headbutt right into the chest of John Newton. Big Russian leg sweep.
And just trying to locate the fight where it is going to be best for his team as he goes up high. And diving elbow drop, just crushing the lower back of Christine. And Christine answering back a Russian leg sweep of her own. And now it's her turn to go up high, but no. Just not quite there, but a sleeper drop will shut him down. Christine getting herself fired up. Going for it all with that patented Worzallas elbow right into the back. And London firing on all cylinders. Shotgun dropkick right into the jaw of Christine. Christine trying to get to her own corner. But hold on. Luthez press will connect. And Christine just pummeling him with wild shot after wild shot. And this is going to create a great opportunity for Worzallas. Crushes the stomach of Kurt London, but London is a little bit too fast for him. And it is speed against power, but both men are so worn down. This match has taken so much out of both of them. But a shining axe kick is a fine example of just how much more you have got to do to keep Kurt London down. Walsh going up high, big elbow, and he's not done yet. One more for the road. And that is such a dangerous place to be. Patented elbow drop right across the back. And 100 hands buried into the chest. Worzallas is not finished. Worzallas going back to his own corner, and here comes Christine. And it looks like both of them looking for that patented Worzallas elbow. And hold on, Christine going up high and going so very far. That suicide diving headbutt shades a Harley Race. And a big headbutt of his own. Walsh bringing Newton back into this match. And one more time, Newton's Law applied, goes for the cover, one, but only gets one. And leaping facebuster, Christine taking just a moment too long to pose for the fans, and that could cost her. And a hammering shot to a defenseless Newton. And hold on, roll up out of nowhere, cover. But only gets one. Newton getting himself fired up. Back switch, but no. Levels him in the center of the ring with the Bulldog. Tyler in that pinning predicament, cover too. But the Worzallas making the save at a critical moment. And big double vertical suplex, taking the big man off his feet. And again, just targeting the chest with the diving elbow. Just taking the air out of your lungs. But Worzallas very familiar with that strategy. That patented Worzallas elbow drop, very much operating under the same principle. But hold on just a moment here. Big body press cover, but no, only a count of 1. As again going up high is Robert Walsh, but Worzallas still standing tall. Belly overhead suplex. And hold on, that nerve hold applied, and that's going to be it. As Walsh picking up a major victory. And that Judgment Professional Wrestling team just picking up just such an extraordinary victory, with Robert Walsh submitting the Knicks Wrestling Organization Deathmatch Champion. And it is possible that if there is any conversation to be had about that blossoming hardcore division, Walsh and Newton should be involved in that conversation. But that will have to wait, as we have got one more match for y'all this evening. Coming up next, we know exactly who is going to be facing Mag.Lo this evening. Is the winningest individual in that over-the-top rope battle royal. Of course, it is the big boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling himself. These two have built up a bit of a rivalry. Of course, the first ever Blake's House Wrestling Championship match was between these two. And it seems as though Mag.Lo and JBIII are inseparable in Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Well, they're going to be going at it one more time tonight, as JBIII picking up a victory once again in that Open Challenge Battle Royal. And we're going to find out which one is stronger today, because that match is right now. And Mag.Lo making his way to the ring. Of course, to his theme team. You can find that and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. But right now, his fated opponent, somebody that has been across from the ring from him so very many times. They have competed over championships. They have competed over nothing. Tonight, I think they're going to compete over pride. As the big boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling enters the ring. And these two once again square off, and Mag.Lo starting things off, lifting a drop, chop to the chest, and JBIII just trying to find his footing here. But when he does, he is so very dangerous, as he finds himself standing tall, all alone in the ring. And he very much likes to play these psychological games. He wants you to know that this is his ring. And right now, chokehold applied. Harada issuing a warning, giving him till the count of 5. Breaks the hold at 1. Both competitors jockeying for position. Mag.Lo getting the upper hand for the moment, ducking that big clothesline, but creating an opening for JB3 to send him into the corner as he continues to apply some illegal leverage with that boot, but Harada, as he often does, going to let these two competitors fight. Mag.Lo protecting himself from rebounding off those ropes, but again, going right back to those chokeholds, just trying to take the air out of the lungs of Mag.Lo, but Mag.Lo, he is a performer's performer. He has got iron lungs, and he is going to showcase exactly that tonight as that crossface chicken wing is applied. Firing JB3 into the corner, but JB3, just such a master strategist, able to escape the corner as quickly as he was put into it, and Jawbreaker applied. Mag.Lo in a little bit of trouble here. One more time for good measure. Do not adjust your set. As once again, chokehold locked in. But hold on, big double arm DDT from Mag.Lo. And JB3 just cutting him off every opportunity that he's got. Big overhand left, answered back with chops to the chest. And Mag.Lo now the one struggling to find his footing here. JB3 just cutting him off every step of the way. And right now, both legs trapped. The crowd trying to get involved here. And that might be exactly what he needed. As a huge hip attack, and he's not finished. Continuing to pour it on with that flashing elbow. Lift and drop center of the ring. Mag.Lo energized by the crowd, just delivering a monstrous clothesline. Lift and drop, and again, JB3 just trying to play some mind games here. Just trying to frustrate Mag.Lo, trying to get him to overextend, going for a cover, a bit of a cheeky one at that, but only getting a count of one. And series of headbutts, and Mag.Lo busted open on the mat. Fired into the ropes. And big boot square in the stomach, goes for the cover. One. No, only a count of one. And Jawbreaker once again, the blood in the eyes of Mag.Lo, making it difficult for him to fight back. And a Lex to go low, takes the legs out of his legs. And again, JB3 just shutting him down at every possible opportunity. Sliding forearm smash. Mag.Lo trying to get back in any way that he can. Diving elbow, but JB3 so smart, rolling out of the way. And Mag.Lo just collapsing down to the canvas. And a clothesline all the way from Bretton Woods, and Mag.Lo's not finished. Deadlift, gut wrench, suplex. Trying to equalize things as best as he is able to do, but a Yakuza kick from the boss of Judgment Professional Wrestling has put him right back onto the mat. Big Samoan drop. Mag.Lo just doing everything he can, scratching and clawing, but JB3, such an effective strategist. But a series of strikes getting Mag.Lo back on top, but JB3 fighting back to his feet and fighting a little bit dirty as he once again just applies pressure The knees, the calves, the ankles, just straining in that hold. But again, double arm DDT will connect, but JB3 rolling back up to his feet. And Mag.Lo applying that patented airplane spin, and the crowd getting fired up for it. Shot back into the ropes, and again, Yakuza kick right into the jaw. And again, continuing to apply pressure to the legs, the back, the neck. And 1-2 shot, and that's going to get Mag.Lo amped up here. Goes for a cover of his own. And very nearly picking up the victory right there. Escapes the Yakuza kick. Third time is one too many, but JB3 might have it right here too. No, only getting two. Mag.Lo finding a second win somewhere as he delivers a big double arm DDT. Taking a moment to breathe, but that could be a moment too long, but no. Immense football style tackle, big body press. Goes for the cover, but fingertips on the bottom rope. Big Samoan drop to the outside, and Mag.Lo, he is getting ready for something. No! No, JB3 able to stutter step the body press. And both men fighting on the outside. And Muscle Buster. Oh my God. Harada's count at 14. Mag.Lo lift and drop, trying to put JB3 away any way that he can. Sliding forearm smash, both men just giving everything they've got. Double arm DDT one more time, but not electing to go for the cover. He doesn't think it's enough, and he might be right. But hold on, Mag.Lo, driver! Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Count. Fall. Both men have fought for titles. Both men have fought for nothing. Tonight they fought for pride, and Mag.Lo was victorious. Also, man, fuck you, Dave. Not giving that 5 stars. Like, that one legitimately on the edge of my seat. That could have gone either way at a lot of points in the match. Like, I'm sure you can hear my voice is a little bit worn down. But every reaction, absolutely genuine. I am always excited when cool shit happens in this video game, but hey, that's going to conclude the main portion of tonight's show. We're going to put on a bonus match, and then sign us out here. Let's see here. Okay, I think there is a right answer, but people are willing, or people are able to jump into the chat with their own answer. Let me see something here. Let's see here. So yeah, if it is going to be my show tonight, then it is absolutely going to be the Fresh Prince Will Smith going against X to the Z Xzibit. So I think that's how it's going to go. So I'm going to hit this button, and I'm going to figure out who I'm going to throw to after this is over. Let's see here. Who is streaming? It doesn't look like any of the Blake's House guys are streaming. I know Zero is trying to do a movie night tonight. JBIII is playing CVS 2. I really need to check out the Dreamcast stuff on Fightcade. That seems like a cool thing to do. But yeah, I will say, like I said, I do like it when cool shit happens in this video game. And, like, this game has a great way, I'm gonna pat myself on the back a little bit, right? Like, the game is entirely random. But with that randomness, I can create a narrative. Right, like Worzallas being tapped out by Robert Walsh's nerve hold. Okay, there's an angle there. Right, Robert Walsh wants in on the hardcore division. I think the thing that is like really amusing and interesting to me, these two things are not connected at all. Maybe it's confirmation bias, but when the crowd starts chanting for Mag.Lo, he does always seem to wrestle better. I am certain it's nothing, and I am certain if I dug through the 101 episodes of this program, I could find counterexamples. But I would like to live in a world where that's exactly what's happening, because that's very cool. Because, yeah, that match was stressful. I'm like, hey, I don't want, like, my top star to get jobbed out. That's always the worst. So when JBIII is doing heat for, like, 6 or 7 in-game minutes, I'm like, oh, no. This is not good. But then Mag.Lo has a big comeback. And, oh my god, that springboard to the outside that he just missed. Like, oh, no. But sometimes it is like that. But yeah, right now I think we're just chilling. We'll see if anybody is streaming. Once this actually wraps up. But, I mean, as often is the case when I do these, my voice gets kind of fried by the end of the night. Especially with a couple 6-man tags and, like, regular tags on the card. Because those matches have a tendency to run long just because of the way that interference from the apron works. It's part of the reason that the KOF TV title was originally defended with interference from the Apron band in universe and like out of universe. That was turned off, but I think people liked it more because there was more interactivity and more chaos when people came from the apron to do shit. Although just with the nature of the game, that creates like not necessarily unwinnable situations, but situations the AI is unlikely to find a solution for when it gets to a 2-on-1. Oh, is X to the Z about to dive? No, he is not. Oh, the Fresh Prince bringing in a steel chair. All right. Oh, wow. That was very funny. I remember one of the first, maybe not the first, but it was like the first month or two of this stream. The Mag.Lo challenge was Will Smith versus Mag.Lo. And Will Smith did get criticaled by the Mag.Lo driver. And that's very funny. But that is going to be it here. I'll go ahead and do my regular sign-off, figure out who I'm going to throw to, if I throw to somebody. If there are not cool people streaming, I will simply not throw to somebody. But I digress. If anybody is new here, if anybody likes what they sees, I think is the language that should be used in there. We try to do this every week. I'm actually going to be taking next week off. I've been taking more weeks off just in general lately because I think that is better for my own health and well-being. But we do try to do this every Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. It is a weekly episodic wrestling show, which means we do keep continuity week to week. However, I am always going to be there trying to give context for who's in the match, what are some significant moments in these people's history, both as an individual and how it relates to the match. And kind of like be a person that can communicate the story that's going on beyond what is specifically happening in the wrestling ring. And I'd like to think I do a pretty good job of making this just as fun if it is your first time watching as it is your 100th time watching, which is a very real possibility now, as this is episode 102 of this stream. Don't really have an end goal in sight, don't really have a long-term strategy. I was not joking when I said I am a bit short-sighted. But as long as it's fun, and as long as people are having fun watching, I'll still be around. So come check us out on Sunday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at twitch.tv/FerrisCindy. Once again, I will not be streaming this upcoming Sunday. I might do something this week because there is a special anniversary that I get to celebrate this year. More on that if I feel like it. But let's see. Let's refresh the following page. See if anybody cool is streaming. Ooh, it looks like the Date Zone is doing activities. So I'm going to send y'all over there.
because they are all pretty rad people. All right, well, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll talk to y'all later.